Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Surfi Dahiya, your presenter today. So, I will be talking about the powerful intersection between geomarketing and machine learning through the research paper titled Mapping Regional Business Opportunities Using Geomarketing and Machine Learning. So, let's talk about the agenda first. And after this, I'll take you through different topics. So, talking about the agenda. So, first, I'll talk about the executive summary about the research article. Then, I will talk about article review. And then, I'll give you brief definitions or literature review to make understanding of the article easier. Then, I'll talk about files used in the process of geomarketing, and then I'll describe you three important models, that is geomarketing, GIS, and machine learning. And then second important part of this presentation is how we are going to implement geomarketing, what we learned from this research paper, onto Shopify's business, like to solve the key challenges it's facing right now. So uh, after this, I'll give you executive summary about the research. So this research paper demonstrates the potential of geomarketing combined with machine learning techniques to improve location choice strategies in a network of franchises. And I would like to say that the objective of this article is the elaboration of quantitative method that assess the locational decision process of a network of franchises from the use of geomarketing and machine learning techniques. And so, in this research article, ultimately, we will take a data set of variables from Brazilian census data between 2008 to 2009. We will first predict consumer behavior according to the data, and then we will link this to a mapping construction with the help of QGIS software and geomarketing techniques. And after this, I'm going to give you a very brief article review for this journal article. Okay, so this article has few findings. So first finding of this article is that geomarketing techniques contribute to a better allocation of the available resources. This is very true to some extent because this way you know about your customers, where at which locations they are, what their behavior is, what kind of sale they are desiring, what kind of psychology they have, and then you can target them accordingly. And this avoids wastage of suitable resources. And finding two says that this reduces the risks involved in the process of opening a new commercial spot, which is true because it prevents issues like lack of demand and then poor public acceptance or, say, excessive competition. And it optimizes, therefore, organizational results since it is able to identify the ideal environment for business development. So it overall reduces risks. And finding three says that application of machine learning in the geomarketing literature is scarce, but yes, it's proven. Also, I would like to mention that although it is not yet a widespread subject in Brazil, it is an internationally consolidated methodology that presents a wide variety of disciplines that make use of this tool as an object of study, like really wide. So now let's talk about basic definitions. Sorry. Yeah. So let's talk about basic definitions involved in the case, like in the case of this Brazil. So before that, we need to understand some basic definitions. So geographic information systems, which is one of the main components of um geomarketing. So GIS is a set of tools or set of information systems, which is used to collect, store, retrieve, clean, transform, and visually represent spatial data. Visually represent means visualization. That means creating maps of spatial data. And then geoprocessing is not the technical part. It is a kind of set of knowledge destined to treatment of information concerning objects or phenomena that are associated with relative positions on Earth's surface. This knowledge is really crucial in geomarketing because uh, before linking things with the information systems, logics have to be clear, and geographical knowledge plays really important role here as well. So geographical knowledge and then information systems and algorithms like machine learning algorithms work together to make geo marketing come into the actual role play. So let's talk about what is geo marketing. So as the name suggests, geo and marketing. So first part, it studies relations between marketing strategies and geo. That means the territory or geographic regions where the company, the institution, their consumers, and their suppliers, and then their points of sales and distribution are located. So this is what geomarketing is, according to this research paper, and according to most research papers. And and let's talk about what expert systems are, because this is second part of the research paper. That is, they are intelligent computer programs that use inferential knowledge to solve problems which require human expertise. So basically, this way you are training machines to behave like with human expertise. Now I'll talk about files involved in the process of geomarketing. So GIS, or say consequently geomarketing, integrates three types of files: database, uh, geographic files, and point files. So the combination of these three files makes possible the creation of maps and ultimately the application of colors, patterns, and symbols, simultaneously representing several types of data. So let's talk about them one by one, then we'll come on to the diagram. So database is information purely external to the company, containing, for example, economic, demographic, and social market data. And geographic archives or geographic files contain geographical entities defined by the coordinates like latitude and longitude. And third type of file is union of first two, where the data collected is associated with its geographic location. So these are called point files, and these point files are represented in this graph. And from the graph, you can see that there are different regions with some are having high concentration of people living, high demand there. And finally, this way you can analyze the market potential accordingly, segment your customers, and then locate your customers, and you can identify the best commercial point for the organization this way. So now I'll take you to geomarketing model diagram, which is really exciting one. So here, if you see, first, the model is starting with business objectives. The reason is that it is important, it's really crucial to know specific goals, and ensuring that geomarketing efforts are aligned with the business goals to achieve uh, the target. And the second thing is database. You can see, and so there are two types of data here. One is geographic data, and it can be demographic, it can be behavioral or environmental, like age, income, and then consumer behaviors, weather, and other geographic features. While business data is customer addresses, loyalty program details, and competitor locations, and their market shares, and the regional economic conditions. So both these type of data play important role here. Now, next comes analysis part. So first I would categorize it into is a geographic information system. So they use GIS software to map and analyze spatial data, like customer locations, competitor locations, so that they can identify patterns and correlations. And the another type of analysis is spatial analysis, as you can see down there. And whatever you do in spatial analysis, it gets saved in spatial data warehouses. So spatial analysis is about dividing market into, different geographic segments based on location specific characteristics. And there is another type of hotspot analysis which comes under spatial analysis. And finally, you have to do geographic targeting now based on like tailoring to specific geographic regions once you know about your customers, where they are and what their behavior are based on the locations. And finally, dissemination and results. Now you need to track the performance of geomarketing campaigns and strategies used using the key metrics such as sales growth and customer engagement. So you need to use some tools to visualize the campaign results and then finally identify areas of improvement. So now I'll take you through the next model. That is one of the important components of geomarketing, that is GIS models. So and GIS model has, first of all, on left-hand side, you can see that data sources for GIS are spatial data. Then it is like data from maps, satellite, GPS data, and then there is environmental data where you can see the rain there, and then climate models. So this is like land use, climate data, or say topography data, and then model runs. And after that, there is analysis part. So in spatial analysis, they analyze spatial relationships and patterns. And then in statistical analysis, they perform statistical operations on attributing the data. And finally, they build predictive models using the data and come up with the results of different geographic locations. And there is another type of marginal analysis, which is the technique used to understand how incremental changes in geographic factors like location or distance or spatial attributes affect the overall system or decision making process. So finally is visualization part. Uh, you have to create visual representations of spatial data based on this. Let's go on to machine learning model part. And this is really interesting part. First, you have to uh, follow the step of problem definition here. You have to define the business objective, like to determine the optimal geographic location for a new company. And then you have to identify key decision factors like socioeconomic data or say geographic characteristics or competitive landscape. Then comes data collection. It can be GIS data, demographic data like IBGE, or it can be market research data like POF 2008 to 2009 in our case, and then socioeconomic indicators like income, education, or population density. So now next comes pre-processing or feature engineering. So they clean or transform data and then they integrate the data sets they have achieved. And finally, they extract, create, and select the features which are really uh, impactful for decision-making processes. So model selection, it is the next step. So you need to choose appropriate machine learning algorithms for the task. And you need to consider using clustering algorithms for initial data grouping. And finally, you have to evaluate the model based on some metrics like accuracy, which we'll talk about in next slide. And you have to refine model based on the robustness. And finally, decision support system integration. You need to integrate the trained model into the expert system, and then you have to use this expert system to provide recommendations for geographical locations, and you have to keep monitoring afterwards. So these are the formula to evaluate the uh, error part and accuracy part, which is for the like overall evaluation of the model. And uh, here important classifiers are like y, and then xi are attributes. They can be the locations and behavior of people in that area, like behavior in different terms. And now we want to construct classifiers with low error rate in relation to the test set. And this is the kind of example of ML model followed in this uh, research paper. So let's explain the results derived. So here you can see from the Brazilian Institute of uh, Geography and Statistics, we just got this data. And then from uh, POF 2008 2009, we got socioeconomic data. They integrated both of them, and then they were able to analyze the demands in different parts. But if you notice here, the star are the stores existing, but stars are not always there where the highest demand is there. There are some regions which are dark burgundy or say wine color, but they are there are no stores over there for some reason. Maybe even there are some this kind of areas in the main city area, but still they have not yet explored that part. So based on geomarketing and its results, definitely this they can open franchisees in these areas. So I would like to say that there are different applications of geomarketing. And talking about first one, that is GIS and spatial analysis. It integrates business locations, competitor data, and socioeconomic indicators. And then talking about socioeconomic sites, like income, education, and demographic density are really vital. And they help predict the success of new business location, which is what we want to do best right now. We have to optimize it to the best level. And then ML and expert systems. This it enhanced data analysis by making accurate predictions, providing actionable insights. And then there are locational decision processes. I would say it is merged with, like, it is made up of three components, that is GIS, and then socioeconomic data and machine learning. For example, we gave example of chocolate shops in the Federal District of Brazil. So let's talk about second part of the presentation, that is using geomarketing to maximize growth of Shopify. And you see a lot of money. Hopefully that will come to Shopify because of us. So let's go on to next slide. Okay, so let's give overview of Shopify's business first. So this is a Canadian e-commerce platform for online stores or retail point of sale systems. So it was developed by Tobias Lutke and Scott Lake in 2006. It was originally online sold for snowboarding equipments, but later on they developed this idea of making it e-commerce platform for online stores, and it became really successful. Uh, but there were some issues which we will discuss in further slides. So headquarters of Shopify are in Ottawa, and recent innovations were Shopify Plus and POS for the business owners. They developed this Shopify version, and revenue generated in 2023 was 7.1 billion, which was a very nice growth demonstrated by Shopify. And it has presence in 175 countries, but the distribution is very uneven. If you can notice in this graph as well, like the colors which are dark, like dark green, like USA is having high concentration of or UK having more Shopify users, and then comparatively Canada and Mexico has less, and then less than that is Europe, and then India, and then less than that is Russia. You can see in the map. So I would say uh, it is not even everywhere. So this can be improved with time. And we'll talk about strategies to improve the distribution in other countries as well. Okay, so let's analyze the graphs of Shopify, and then we'll discuss about problems it is facing. So you can see between 2019 to 2023, there is increase in the revenue, overall revenue of Shopify, really nice. But talking about net income, it is still kind of decreasing or say stable, but it has not shown growth except for the years 2022 to 2021, which was the time of prime time of COVID-19. So they definitely need to improve their results over here. And their customer acquisition costs are constantly increasing to a very high level, and their operational costs are also increasing according to their net income. So definitely there are some problems which need to be addressed and solved. So let's talk about the business model first, and then the problems faced by Shopify. Okay, so sorry, and there we go. So, Shopify's business model is like its key partners are app developers, and then payment providers, and then shipping carriers, and finally marketing agencies. So, its key activities are platform development and partnership management, and then merchant acquisition, and it's a user-friendly platform overall. It's scalable, it has a great app ecosystem, and it has reliable hosting. So its resources are technology, first of all, of course, the app, Shopify itself, then human capital, and brand reputation, and finally, customer relationships. It's 24 upon 7 support, Shopify community, and then Shopify's academy as well to give tutorials to the business owners. It's a really partner ecosystem. And the channels primarily are website and app, I would say, but social media and online advertising are other ways. You must have noticed we get ads on our social media uh, regarding Shopify. So customer segments are like small businesses and then mid-sized businesses. I would not say the big ones because big ones have their own market and own methods of reaching audiences. So these are their customer segments, and on the back end they have drop shippers as their other customers, and their enterprise clients and service providers. Now talking about costs and revenue, so their cost is like technological infrastructure, and R&D is one of the biggest cost, and then minor costs are general, administrative, and customer support. And let's talk about revenue streams now. So, subscription fees, which is quite high, I would say, transaction fees, and then merchant solutions, app store commissions, and theme store sales. So, let's see what problems Shopify is facing right now. So the key challenges faced by Shopify right now are high fees and costs and uh, limited customization and other issues faced by them are scalability issues like it is suitable for small to medium sized businesses, but they have limitations in customization and functionality. Sorry, and talking about customer support, also some merchants report variability in quality of customer support. So if they are having some complex issues, they don't get support, and it becomes very challenging for them. And talking about internationalization and localization. So, whilst Shopify supports multiple currencies, the functionality is limited and may not meet the needs of businesses operating in multiple countries. And other limitations include marketing and analytics. The built-in analytics tools may be too basic for advanced users, and this makes it important for having third-party apps for comprehensive solutions. So let's talk about solutions now. So how can geomarketing solve these three key problems? So first of all, high fees and costs. So um, you can use geomarketing to identify regions with highest potential for conversions, and Shopify can analyze geographic data to segment customers based on location. That is customer segmentation according to location. This improves not only ROI but optimizes marketing campaigns as well. Then second one, which is limited customization. Uh, it can be improved through localized themes and contents, personalized experiences based on localized language options, for example. And the third one is scalability issue. So um, you can use like geomarketing in Shopify to analyze market potential in different regions for Shopify, and then identifying high growth areas for business expansion. And in terms of resource allocation, also, they can, Shopify can identify areas with highest demand. This will ensure scalability efforts are focused on most promising markets. And let's solve the problem of customer support now. So, uh, Shopify can establish regional support centers based on geographic demand, ensuring faster response times. And they can develop a localized knowledge base with region specific tutorials or educating them about FAQs related to the regions. And the final one is internationalization and localization. So, Shopify can use geomarketing data to prioritize languages based on geographic distribution of customers. And it can analyze geographic data to determine the most popular payment methods in different regions. So, this is how geomarketing can solve the problem. So let's move on to next one. So this is the enhanced Shopify business model with geomarketing. I constructed this diagram like combining the original methodology or business methodology followed by the company Shopify, and how geomarketing can be collaborated, and we can try to develop better model. So let's talk about the process from starting. So merchant sign up. So first merchants will sign up on Shopify's platform and choose a pricing plan. Then coming on to store creation. So now merchants will create their online store using Shopify's tools. And then comes payment processing. Here, Shopify will provide integrated payment solutions or third-party payment gateways, like for transactions. Then comes store management. So merchants can manage inventory, orders, and customer information. Now comes the role of geomarketing integration. Here, Shopify can gather geographical data from various sources like sales data, customer addresses, or social media. Then it can use GIS tools to analyze data, identify patterns and trends. And then it can segment customers based on geographical data, and finally create localized marketing campaigns and monitor the effectiveness of these geo-marketing efforts. Then comes app integrations. Now, merchants can enhance their store with apps, including geo-marketing tools, what they have now, and they can implement marketing or say geo-marketing strategies to target customers more effectively now. And uh, they can create customer support and analytics, like 24 on 7 advanced analytics, including geo-marketing metrics. And finally, revenue streams for Shopify. So it can be subscription fees, which they maybe need to revise according to the locations, and then transaction fees, and app and theme sales, Shopify Capital, and geo-marketing services. So let's move on to conclusion now. So, uh, what we learned from this research, this valuable research, and what problem Shopify is facing right now. Integrating geomarketing with Shopify's robust e-commerce platform can significantly enhance business operations and drive growth. And in general, too, like by using geomarketing, businesses can identify and target specific customer demographics based on location data. And this will lead to more effective and focused marketing campaigns in regions with high potential customer density. And this kind of data-driven approach also aids in optimizing physical store or locations by analyzing competitor presence and market saturation, ensuring strategic placement. So furthermore, I would like to add that geomarketing enables personalized marketing by tailoring messages and promotions according to regional preferences and behaviors, leading to increased customer engagement and higher conversion rates. So, by gaining deeper insights into customer behavior through location-based data analytics, businesses like Shopify can definitely refine product offerings and marketing strategies, ensuring a competitive advantage in today's competitive world. So this is how this article can benefit Shopify. So we overall saw how the research article came up with the importance, the values of geographical information systems, and then geomarketing, and how we can integrate machine learning, GIS, and then socioeconomic factors together to make a model. And then we could see the areas of maximum and minimum demand in Brazil to open the food shop or franchisee. And then we were able to understand all the type of models. And finally, we talked about the current business model of Shopify, and how how they are facing challenges and how they can be solved. And I believe that this geomarketing strategy can definitely help Shopify a lot in give having a competitive advantage. Thank you. Have a wonderful night.